Word. Get okay. OGV, episode 17. We have Lex is out today, so we had to make the call to the bullpen. We have a hoss of an arm warming up in the pen. We'll introduce him in a second. It's Oakland A's prospect, minor leaguer, just all-around great human being, Collin Theroux. First things first, Stripe Golf Co., stripegolfco.com. Head to stripegolfco.com. Follow them on Instagram at Stripe Golf Co. They're always posting great hats. It's a good look. I love the cursive style. If you need a hat, head to stripegolfco.com. Also, I don't have any of their gear yet, but I'm just going to say it. Lex says it all the time, but he's not here, obviously. Golf Course Degenerates. Follow Golf Course Degenerates on Instagram. They got great gear. I think they sold out a couple weeks ago very quick. So check out their merch, Golf Course Degenerates. It is it's great, and they're grinding all the time, similar to Stripe. So head to Golf Course Degenerates and Stripe Golf Co. Let's get started. Collin, thanks so much. I gave you short notice. Thanks so much for coming on. You're making this is kind of we did it on the old podcast. You're making your OGV debut, right?
Yeah, happy to be here. Thank you for having me. Glad I could make some time in my busy schedule.
And you mentioned your busy schedule. What is so busy right now on this day?
Well, we're in Corpus Christi, Texas right now. 6-game set. Played the first one last night. Got rained out with 2 outs in the 9th. We won.
They just called the game.
This whole week, because there's like a hurricane coming in. This whole week is like 90+% chance of rain. And so yesterday we didn't even know if we're going to get the game in. It's kind of just sprinkling the whole game, and then 2 outs in the 9th, it just starts dumping. And I'm like, dude, I can't even see the ball. It was first and third, 2 outs. Like their 3-hitter was up. I'm catching. I'm throwing the ball to the pitcher from the umpire, and by the time the ball gets in my hand from the umpire, it is soaked. And I throw it back to him. We throw one pitch, fastball. I could barely see it, barely catch it. I go, get us off this field. Like someone's gonna get hurt. This is stupid. And like I literally couldn't see.
So
I couldn't see the people.
Game.
Basically, I was like, I'm not getting in the spot. I'm not catching another pitch. And and I mean it was pointless. And then we went. Today we showed up at the field, supposed to play at 6:30, hitting the cages, caught some bullpens, and it was supposed to rain pretty good again tonight, and the warning track was still underwater, so they banged it, and we're set for 2 tomorrow. So got a good dinner with the boys. It's it's a cool town. We stay right on like the boardwalk. It's right on like the Gulf of Mexico, I think. And
oh wow,
yeah, so a good seafood spot tonight. We crushed it, and yeah, just hanging.
That's awesome. You always love those days where it's like, I just don't want to play tonight. It's muggy. It's wet. And it's awesome. Wait, they just gave you guys the win though with 2 outs in the 9th?
Yeah, so the 9th inning didn't count. So a couple guys were fired up. They got out in the 9th inning, and the whole 9th inning didn't count. So they were kind of fired up about that. Yeah.
Give them the bag. Well, yeah, thanks again for joining me on short notice. We'll just cut the golf talk. I'm going to say it right now. Shout out Cam Davis. He won the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Probably would have talked more about that with our resident golf expert Lex, but I got this feeling that you didn't watch the Rocket Mortgage Classic, did you?
I don't know anything about golf.
Okay. So that gets to our next topic. The match was yesterday.
Okay, I do know about that.
You do know about Tom. You do know about Rogers. You do know a little bit about Phil, and you don't like Phil. Bryson.
I'm out on Bryson. Love Phil though. Phil is my guy.
Phil and Tom together are just two of like the coolest cats.
Yeah.
Like you got Rogers. I'm not going to say Rogers is not cool. I think I ended up liking Rogers a little bit more. He's just kind of a weird guy.
He's just sneaky funny. Like, he'll drop a little. I think he's a good chirp guy. Like when he chirps, it's gonna sting. But yeah, he definitely lays low a little bit.
Bryson has to be one of the worst chirp guys I've ever come across.
I mean, with the whole helicopter thing, I just knew it was gonna be a weird day. And then he did the duct tape thing.
The duct tape at the beginning. I mean, we'll get into, I guess, the actual golf aspect. I've found myself cringing at the duct tape thing. I don't know what that was. You do that to two guys like Phil and Tom.
Well, because
What are you
at
doing?
first it was kind of funny with the Tom thing ripping his pants, I guess, right? Is that what he did last time? Is
Is
that what
that?
that was for?
I
Well,
thought.
so
I
I
think he said
think,
it. Yeah. He did rip his pants
and then he
last
goes,
time.
actually, it's for your mouth, and I was like, whoa,
That's
a
weird.
little aggressive.
Very aggressive.
Yeah.
He came on strong. That's just kind of Bryson's MO. There was as the match got like further and further too, it got kind of just more and more awkward,
Hmm.
especially because Phil and Tom started to lose it. So
Right.
they couldn't really talk shit. So it was just kind of Bryson and Aaron. Can really tell Aaron was talking down on Bryson's method of like doing math and shit the whole time. He was just saying like, I don't know, just keep it simple.
Yeah.
And Bryson was saying, "Oh, I'm going to keep it simple here," and Aaron just kept saying, "Well, I don't think that's keeping it simple." And like so, it was very
Yeah.
clearly like Aaron did not like him throughout as the
Right.
round got, and that happens in a foursome of golf. You're not a huge
Right.
golf guy.
But I can imagine.
If you're spending 4 hours with someone and then you grow to not like that person,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm out.
So overall,
And you know
awesome.
what? Bryson's that guy. Everybody's played with that guy where it's like he doesn't chirp a lot, but then he gets really excited when he thinks he has a good chirp, and then he
Mhm.
like butchers it and it sucks. But then he might land one, so then he gets a little too happy with it, and then he keeps going, and then he ruins it. You know, he's that guy for me.
Yeah, there was always a few of those guys that their chirps just ended up coming off as like mean.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah.
was like, okay, dude, like
Whoa,
relax here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Slow
It's kind of
down.
the duct tape thing. Like you want to
Yeah,
physically put tape on my mouth.
and he was thinking of that for weeks.
That was in his mind, he executed that to
100%.
perfection. And he
He went
legitimately,
fist bump.
yeah.
Fist pump off camera, fired up.
He also tried to do the Tom, like after they won, they tried to do like the Bad Boys video with him and
Oh,
Gronk. But Aaron was like 30 yards behind him. So it just was, it ended up just being, Bryson. You could just tell Aaron wanted no part of it. Like he was done with his act. It's like, get
right,
me the fuck back to Shailene Woodley.
right.
Shout out,
Which,
Aaron.
you know, shout out. Yeah.
Ways that we can
Also,
improve it.
could I actually just say one thing?
Please,
I thought
please do.
the
You're
funniest part of
co-host.
it, one of the funniest parts of it is that Tom and Aaron just aren't at minicamp or training camp right now. And they're just playing a live golf tournament while their
Is
teams are
minicamp
out.
train like should they be out there right now? I know Aaron probably.
Aaron was doing that whole like opt out game, you know, like where it's like if you don't show up by this time, like you're fined $100,000 or something, and he was just like not showing up to training camp, right?
It's pretty crazy. I think it's like 50 grand a day or 100 grand a day, that's
Yeah,
outrageous. That's an outrageous number.
it's a lot of loot. It's a lot of loot.
That is a fuck ton of loot. Tom, he could do whatever the fuck he wants. I saw him and Aaron playing catch. Tom was hitting Aaron in the chest. Tom's arm is in great shape right now. If I take away anything from the match, it's that
Tom's ready to go.
Tom's got the fastball ready.
100%. Honestly,
ready
they
to
were
go.
slinging it at each other.
Yeah, they were throwing really hard. BBs.
Yeah, and just snagging them.
Yeah, they got pretty good. I mean, QB's very athletic people.
Yeah, those guys are pretty good at what they do, I'd say.
They're all right.
You
know, ways that we can improve the match, because I do think there's a lot of potential there. It's a cool concept with what they have, similar to what we got going on at OGV.
Right.
But with us, why we're better than the match is that there's no filter, baby.
Right.
It's just kind of like the minor leagues. You just take every moment and live in the present. You don't know what you're going to get. You just kind of have to deal with it.
Yeah. I mentioned that to somebody that I was like, I really want to hear what they actually want to say to each other. You know, like if you just were a bird on a tree and they're playing with no cameras and no mics and you could hear them actually chirp at each other, I think it would get pretty good, especially between like Tom and Aaron.
Yeah, you get the most competitive people on the
on the
planet.
planet. Yeah. And just unfiltered. And you know that Tom could go with the best of them. 100%. Like that dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't know. I would agree that would be a great upgrade.
So how can they do that? HBO.
You can't. Those guys aren't going to ruin their brand. Maybe like in 20 years they do like an MJ doc where you get the like unfiltered, unreleased, real look
Of MJ's like golf outings, because I mean you could get retired guys to just that don't give a fuck about their image. Like you had Barkley, you could have had Barkley on HBO. I know MJ hates Barkley now, but like I'm sure Barkley would be down to do it if HBO was like, there's no filter here.
Dude,
like,
that would be epic
if they got
MJ on the match.
Yeah,
he'd probably be doing side bets. They're doing it for charity, and he wants to do side bets and rip cigars. And they need to get him on there.
It's not Maury. What's like a show where you where you just squash the the beef with people?
Springer, Jerry Springer.
Yeah, Jerry Springer. Yeah. I was thinking of Maury, but Jerry Springer. You get like a mix of Jerry Springer and the match, so people that have beef, and you just like, oh, well, now you guys are just gonna play golf together. And we're just going to hash out whatever the fuck you guys need to hash out. So you get Isaiah Thomas and MJ squashing the beef. It's just Bonds and Kent. We'll get Barry Lamar and Kent to.
It's like what they do with those verses with the rappers.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like it.
That's the other thing that I had. You got to have them drink. Like
100%.
I'm thinking like shot at the turn.
Or like whoever loses the hole has to take a shot, or like shotgun a beer, because who doesn't want to watch their favorite athlete just shotgun a beer and see how they can hang?
Be relatable one time.
100%.
Everyone's drinking on the course. those guys are hydrating on the golf course. No one hydrates on the golf course.
Yeah, Tom went weird. I don't know if it was a weird move or one of those like he's one of us moves when he was cleaning out his club in the ice chest. Did you see that? He's dunking it in the water of his ice chest and clean it off with a towel.
I'd be like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't even know if that's a one of us thing. Like, I don't think people do that, right?
I usually stick a towel in there. I don't just stick my club in the ice chest.
You went club wet, get the mud off with a towel.
So there's just mud now.
It is water. Yeah, I don't know
all around it.
If it was a one of us or if it was like this guy's a robot and he's not programmed for this.
Tom's a little bit of both. He's kind of a hybrid because he is a weirdo, but he is one of the guys. He's a great banter guy. So he is a hybrid weirdo. Those are, I guess, you have anything else, any ways that we can improve it? We got alcohol, hot dogs, cart girl, swearing. I'm also thinking of a performance. Like maybe kick it off with, some Jason Derulo, Pitbull.
I know you're a big Pitbull guy.
Yeah, let's get a crowd involved. So you would have, I guess, Monday at the Waste Management Open at TPC Scottsdale. So that can be like the opener for the Waste Management Open.
That would be epic.
And you just have opening ceremony, Bad Bunny.
Let's go. Why not? I think you write up a pitch and see where it takes you.
We got anything else on the match before we move on?
I don't know. I didn't. Like I said, I only saw the first couple holes. No, I can't think of much.
All good.
I think we're off to a right start.
Great start. Hot dog eating contest. Our boy, Bay Area legend. Joey Chestnut broke his own record. Got the Barry Zito magic number 75. For the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. ESPN had a brutal day. They had that Rachel Nichols stuff come out. Yeah. And then the feed comes out during the hot dog eating contest. So just a rough morning, I guess, on the West Coast. East Coast, it's mid-afternoon anyway. Rough day. Hot dogs. We're big hot dog guys, big Joey Chestnut guys.
Big time.
We have personal experience with Joey. Do you care to share what you remember from that awesome day in San Jose?
I do remember we were, how old did you say? 14,
I
13?
think we were 13 or 14 years old, so we were
At
well
a
versed,
yeah,
in
yeah,
that
yeah. We
that
knew who Joey
storyline.
was, and
Yeah,
yeah, we were at a Hooters, I want to say,
we were at Hooters after the game. Yeah,
after a game, and um, I mean, I'm 99% sure not only was it you who recognized Joey Chestnut, but it was also you who went up to him, I want to say, maybe a couple others. He was at the bar by himself, naturally. He
training,
was not sober.
not in the slightest bit.
And obviously you could fill in the blanks, but all I remember was someone say, "Hey, Joey, like, what do you think of Kobayashi?" And he just goes, "Fuck Kobayashi," right in the middle of the Hooters. No hesitation.
No
And
hesitation, and it was a slurred "fuck Kobayashi" too.
yeah,
It was a
yeah,
drunk, like if I were to say "fuck Thoreau" or something like that.
right.
Like it was,
Yeah,
it was along those lines.
yeah, it wasn't good. It was bad for his brand. You know, he just Joey was drunk.
Joey was so shit faced.
Yeah, there was crumbs all over his face. He was eating fried pickles, and
He had
who
the
knows.
white, the fourth grader look. You wear the white shirt at lunch. It's hot lunch, and then you just come back into class after lunch with food all over the white shirt.
Sweat. Yeah, he was sweaty.
Greasy. I mean, he was sweating out wing sauce, Daytona, most
Yeah.
likely.
And how, like, dude, who's got beef with Kobayashi? The guy's a machine.
I know there's
You
some
know,
wild history there. I'd have to brush up and rewatch that 30 for 30 on I would seriously have to, because I know that there is some sort of underlying thing. I wish I knew it.
Kobayashi doesn't frequent Nathan's anymore.
No, there's a lot of beef. I know the
Yeah.
competitive eating league and Kobayashi butted heads. I don't know what
Mm.
happened. It's one of the greatest rivalries, though, of
In
our time.
sports.
And I love that there's
Yeah.
still some bad blood there. So maybe they could be on the match.
Oh,
Kobayashi, Joey Chestnut.
dude, I
Two people
remember
to get
watching
shit
this thing
faced.
on Kobayashi when I was a kid, and he is shredded. He's yoked.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
He's a
jacked.
beefcake.
Absolute
So
beefcake.
I don't know. I don't know. And Joey he obviously does a lot of drinking. So I don't know.
I
I'd probably take Kobayashi.
I don't know, dude. Joey's like one of those
Plus he's
superhumans.
yeah, but I got to root for the hometown kid,
That's true.
Kobayashi.
That's true.
You
You're a
know,
Kobayashi guy. All right, I'll be Joey
Mm.
Chestnut guy. I'll be Bay Area representing.
Is he from like what was he? I did not anticipate him
He's
being
a San
from
Jose
San
guy.
Jose.
I know.
Is
We
he?
just saw him at like an Almaden Hooters.
Yeah.
The last person in the world that you're
No.
expecting to see.
I would think he'd be at like some elite training site somewhere. Like, gets put up at the Four Seasons and just
I'm gonna need
stretching his
conference
stomach.
room. I'm gonna need conference room B. That's my dojo.
Yeah. 100%. Like that. I think that's what rattled me most is like, well, Joey, what are you doing here, man? Like,
There's better
there's got to be
places to
bigger and better
train.
things. Yeah. 100%.
Maybe he's just not country club. He's just blue collar.
Sticks to his
A
roots.
Hooters is a pretty blue collar, wing joint.
Speaking of, I had this conversation. Hooters is bad.
Hooters is not up
Any
there
place
at all.
where you go like that is of that sort of ambiance, where the women are the main attraction. Not obviously, sorry, this is nothing against women. Let me just clarify. I just think, those places where the outfits are a specific way, the food is never good.
Yeah, it's not good at all. There's one sauce that I like. I mentioned it. I believe it's the Daytona sauce
Hooters.
at Hooters. Yeah.
I
The only reason that I know that it's the Daytona sauce is because I tried, every other one that they have and they all sucked.
yeah.
So I'm like, this is the
Hooters
lone one that's just okay. I mean, sometimes they have good drinking deals. It was convenient in rookie ball. I'm not justifying. I didn't go to Hooters all the time. I went to Red Robin way more.
Yeah, they got milkshakes
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that
Hooters
lemonade,
isn't good.
that like strawberry lemonade is good. But yeah, it just doesn't get me excited when someone mentions that they want to go there.
Joey Chestnut looks like a Hooters guy, though.
100%.
Like,
He's who
he's the
I expect to see when I
stereotypical.
walk there.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Hot dog story. I went to Chase Field This
Recently?
Yeah, I went to the Giants game on Friday.
Hmm.
No, was it Friday? Friday or Saturday, one of those days.
Weekend.
And it was a weekend game, that's for sure. Obviously, I'm going to go get a hot dog. Any major league game, I go to the city, I'm getting street meat, 2 street meats, one before, one after the
100%.
game.
Yep.
I'm going to go get the hot dog. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to get the basic dog here at Chase Field. It's called the D-back dog. Got it.
I don't like it already.
I posted it on the OGV story. It's just a soggy bun, tiny wiener. Can fit it easily in my hand, like can almost just grip it like it's, I don't know, a golf ball, like a vertical golf ball. It's tiny.
Okay, that's good visual.
And I ate this thing, and it was such an unpleasant experience.
What's your topping choice?
I go mustard, mustard, ketchup, and relish. I go mayo on the street meat because they put it
Okay.
on there.
Yeah.
That's really good. Honestly, mayo on a
100%.
dog with all the mixtures, you get the
I
onions
go-
and everything.
I put the house. I go onions. I go relish, ketchup, mayo, mustard, maybe a jalapeno if I'm feeling frisky. But
That's
big sauce flavor guy.
Yeah, I just like to throw it all in there.
Yeah.
Give me all the flavors.
But sorry, did you have more about your?
Yeah. So unpleasant. No, it's okay. It was so unpleasant. So I went back to my seat, obviously like disappointed. I finished the hot dog before I even got back to my seat.
It's probably like $12 too.
I don't remember how much it is. I didn't even want to look at the receipt. I was just disgusted. Right. So I get to my seat, pretty good seats. Person that the girl that's sitting about 3 people over from me has this mega tot dog. It's got tater tots, it's got mayo, it's got chili, onions, like big ass dog. I'm like, fuck, I gotta redeem myself. I absolutely 1,000,000% have to redeem myself. It's like the 3rd inning too, so I'm like, I'm gonna get hungry again anyway. Might as well just go pull the trigger now. So there's this one place at Chase Field. It's the only place in the whole stadium that sells it, the tot dog.
Okay.
About a foot long, fucking absolute
hammer.
Beast. Just a fucking hoss of a dog. It's got the whole works, everything, and it was delicious. And that's the lesson to be learned here. If you get a disgusting dog, don't give up.
No,
like,
there's
go
a better
get
one.
another. There's a better dog pretty close by out there that you could without a doubt fulfill. Yet I probably had 3 drinks at the game. I think I had like 1 double vodka Red Bull, but I was hungover as fuck from 2 hot dogs for like the full day. Like my stomach did not feel right. Like it was felt awful.
But
it was delicious.
Yeah.
It was really delicious.
Would you get it? Like, are you getting that again?
How much of a risk assessment do you take when you see a dog on the menu?
I'm a big color guy.
I don't see color.
No. I'm more I aesthetically, like the color does a lot for me.
Okay.
I'd prefer some grill marks.
Oh, dude.
And that deep
I see
red,
what you're saying now. I'm like
that deep red, not the pink, like the one that looks like it's on the barbecue commercial.
Like a char dog. Blood. Yeah.
And I'm more of a brat guy. That is for sure.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that does a lot for me. Also, if they're gonna go above and beyond and grill the bun a little bit, I think that goes a really long way. Like get the bun toasted.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But as far as risk assessment, if I look at that thing and I'm like, if let's say I'm at a game and I think that there's a chance that I might have to take a public number 2, I'm probably not leaning towards that dog.
Okay.
But
what's the alternative? It's like a protein bar.
Alternative, if I'm like, I'm gonna no. Like if I'm looking at this hot dog and I'm like, I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'm not gonna be sweating and pooping in public. in a public bathroom
Messily,
at a stadium, which is just the worst.
Sweating, pooing, bad.
Yeah. That sounds like something Jordan Parabag would say. Pooing bad.
Dude, there's nothing worse than that.
But sorry, I hit the lever on my seat and I can't figure out how to get back up. But it's a down pace. Hold on. All right. Yeah, I think I know my stomach pretty well, and I have like this sixth sense of like I'm gonna look at something and know what kind of post game I'm gonna have. Like tonight, I went all out at dinner. I went steak and had some crab cakes for appetizer, and a clam chowder. It was like a seafood place.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good.
And then we went
sesh.
Bananas Foster for dessert. A lot of ice cream. I think I'm lactose intolerant, but I choose to ignore it. And we were riding lime scooters. It was like a 5-minute lime from our hotel, and
you felt some stuff rumbling around.
Yeah. But I knew what I was getting myself into. But I was right when dinner was over. I was like, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, I need to get on the scooter.
But I knew what I was in for. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Is like I think I have a good risk assessment tool.
That's solid. And like I say I had a couple drinks. That definitely played a factor.
For sure.
In terms of not even thinking about risk assessment, it's like
Right.
I need to just I need revenge on the dog.
Right. And it's like, okay, am I going home after the game, or am I hitting Old Town after the game? That plays a lot, because that thing could brew for a little bit and you think you're safe. And then, you're out on the town and you got to go in a porta potty.
Or just
nobody wants to do that
at Riot House.
Yeah, nobody wants to do that.
No, that would have been awful. I probably would have just left.
Well, you can't leave. You can't. It's not an option. Because once you leave, you're done for the night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're down for the count on the canvas.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, are there any other topics you'd like to cover? I feel like I don't think that was actually one on them talking about
risk assessment for hot dogs.
Sorry.
Yeah, there are.
I'm clearly passionate about it.
I am. Yeah. No. This is an open forum for risk assessment of digestion.
I see me getting a Twitter notification like Orlando Razo mentioned Collin Theroux. Collin Theroux going in depth about his poo.
Just tweeting that out. Collin's
get to
risk
know Oakland
assessment
A's capture. Yeah, big poop guy.
What companies would you have tried to get the bag from for being a college athlete? So who would you have tried to target?
I think first and foremost, you got to know your role a little bit, like kind of know who your outreach could get to. I think I would go after, especially if I'm in a college town, I'd go after the locals, the breakfast spot, the taco spot, the
local cafe.
Yeah. I think the coffee spot, I think I'd go after the locals.
Donut shop.
But yes.
Donut shop would be good.
The liquor store, if I'm big man on campus, like Orlando Razo, Applebee's, the liquor store. I don't know. I that's a good question. I haven't really given that much thought, but definitely the local spots, especially like the ones that are like, the spots that people want to go to, and I could roll in and be like, hey,
the local watering hole bar would be ideal. Like that's awesome. You get them to name like a drink after you. You're just like
the sandwich spot. You go Mr. Pickles and like you get your own.
Let me design the menu.
Yeah, and I got the patch on my shoulder, and I like Reese Hoskins does this when he hits home plate. Like I just tap Eskimo Joe's right there.
Right, exactly. One that I have on here also, you kind of don't go to appreciate this is furniture in college. Having a good couch, having a good bed,
The
Just
Wi-Fi
good, like,
cable company.
exactly. So I was thinking Bed Bath and Beyond.
Mm.
You just become Bed Bath and Beyond's collegiate athlete.
Candles.
You have a sick interior for your
Unbelievable.
pad, and then next thing you know, you're having parties. You're sponsored by them, so they'll just replace whatever shit you break
Right.
anyway.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. So
I
you have
think that's. I knew you'd have a good answer for that. What about you, Millie? If you could be sponsored in college, like they came out, would you go after anybody in particular?
Yeah,
Who?
Waffle House.
Waffle House.
Waffle House is a really good one.
Yeah, he went to
Your
school in
Waffle
South
House.
Carolina, so that's a big one.
Okay, like, yeah, I was thinking just any local, I guess, South Carolina, Bojangles, chicken and biscuits.
Bojangles Cookout, is that a big thing?
Bojangles.
Bojangles.
Oh, or Cookout, yeah. Either one.
Raising
Yeah.
Canes.
Raising Cane's. T-Bell's ideal.
I mean, I think you got to be Trevor Lawrence for Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, Head and Shoulders. Come on, like
Trevor Lawrence. Although I don't.
Hardest one to get Chipotle. That'd be tough.
Chipotle. If you're in the minor leagues,
Subway. Fuck
Subway.
Subway. I'm not a big Subway guy.
I hate Subway.
I think
You know
I
what else I
honestly
hate?
would
That
do. Go ahead.
I hate Jimmy John's so much, and people love it.
But
It
you
is terrible.
are you a J Mike's guy?
I love Jersey Mike's.
Okay. All right. That's good. I mean, Jimmy John's, it's like I'm never going to go out of my way
But people
to
do.
get there.
Like, I'll hit guys up. We're on the road. We're in the hotel. I'm like, hey, you want to go? I'm going to go to Jimmy John's. Why? I actually have a Jimmy John's poop story. That's pretty good. But what was I just going to say? Jersey Mike.
This is seriously the feces episode.
It is. Yeah, we'll tell that one off camera. That one's a little. But
A little messy.
it was a sweaty one. But yeah, I don't like Jimmy John's at all.
I think mainly you got to go after like your favorite restaurants. Like I just think that it goes without saying, like, collegiate athlete, you're all about food.
Mm-hmm.
Just get
The grocery store.
Oh, that would be sick. I mean, I'm thinking like Big Fish here, but we're just talking, the local like farmers market or something like that. A co-op, and you just get the healthiest fucking food.
Every as a pitcher, every strikeout I get, I want a steak.
Yeah, exactly.
I want a ribeye.
Or you sponsor the liquor store, free beer for everyone. After every strikeout
Slam.
I get. Yeah.
Oof.
No, I'm not even thinking about. Think of like a massage center. I'm not saying the massage that you're probably thinking of. But,
no, I wasn't thinking it.
Okay, but just like a massage center that you just get free maintenance on the body anytime you want.
I like it. What if a rapper for your walk-up song?
You just have your own rapper?
Well, hey, G-Eazy. Probably wouldn't work, but
You just
spitballing.
Sponsored by a rapper. You got any other ideas? We got one more thing before we let you go here. This is our last segment. I'm not sure how much you've been keeping up with it. It's my favorite segment. It's called Decompression. It's where we just kind of escape. We put everything in perspective and we just live in the present moment. We just talk about something random topic. So I wrote it down today. Best places to practice your golf swing. But with you, we'll make an adjustment. Obviously, we're Belichick. We game to game, minute to minute adjustments. Best place to practice baseball swing. I can do golf swing. Okay. So I'll let you go first, or if you need some time to think, I have a couple written down here, and then we could just spitball off each other.
Once you go for it.
Okay, easy. Gym. That's kind of where this segment came to me. I just kind of caught myself the other day doing the golf swing in the gym. I think I did like 4 swings in a row before I kind of looked up and just said, someone's got to be looking at me thinking this guy is an idiot.
Right.
Or he's a weirdo.
Or he's good at golf.
Or he's a good golfer. Yeah, I appreciate that. Grocery store line.
Yep.
Grocery store line, especially with nowadays, you got the COVID protocol, so people are 6 feet apart. You don't got someone basically dry humping you in
Mhm.
line. So you have a lot of room to kind of spread your legs out, get that stance
Especially
right.
for the backswing.
Exactly. You can spread the hands out and then see where your wrist is going. So I had grocery store line and the gym as my first two.
Okay, I'm big bathroom mirror. The
Bathroom mirror.
apartment, the hotel, at the field, in the bathroom. I'll get in there. Yeah, actually, one of my teammates, he's in AAA right now, but he's always, before this year, we've always been together. He texted me to remind me to stop taking so many mirror swings. Actually, I've been known to have a couple bats lying around. Yeah, I just overdo it sometimes. I'm bet you. Yeah, probably the mirror, big mirror guy.
And this could be any mirror.
Yeah.
So
if I see a
Nordstrom
mirror,
mirror.
I'm anywhere. If I get in a mirror, if I see a mirror, some guys fix their hair. I'm seeing how the swings feel.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, big mirror guy. I'm kind of just out and about. I'm kind of like, how you said at the gym, like I'll just find myself just gripping it and ripping it. Yeah. But
I did the shower.
It's so slippery though.
Yeah, I mean, it teaches you balance, so it kind of forces you to
feel the ground a little bit.
Feel the ground. You're naked in the shower unless you don't shower naked, but you are naked in the shower, so you kind of feel all of your body. You feel everything,
right,
and how it's working. Basically, if there's something off, you'll feel it in the shower because you're naked.
Right. Okay. Maybe I'll throw that in the tool belt.
Right. Throw that in the bag, see how you like it, and let me know how it
I'll
feels.
send you some video.
I appreciate that. Just kind of spitballing here. I mean, in line to board the airplane. That's another good one. Just let's say you're in the C boarding group. So you're just kind of waiting around, waiting on A and B.
Right.
That gives you a lot of time to practice the golf swing.
Yeah, but don't be the first guy to get up when it lands and start doing it.
Oh, you'd be such an asshole if
worst.
You're practicing your golf swing in the airplane.
Yeah, just waiting.
I bet that's happened before.
You're taxing. Oh, there's no doubt. The guy's going to Vegas with the boys for the weekend and can't wait.
He can't wait to practice.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, I see a lot of guys do it on the baseball field with their baseball bat. Coaches hitting fungos, pitchers hitting fungos. Yeah, I see a lot of golf swings.
Really?
Happen on the baseball field. Like not like during BP or
I don't think anyone during the game the coach is just kind of in between pitches.
No. But there's definitely a lot of golf swings being taken with fungos and yeah.
I could see that. If you're a dad out there, I was thinking about this too. If you're a father of however many children, Christmas tree lot and pumpkin patch are
because you're not really too invested.
You don't want to be there more than likely. You're kind of miserable being there. So what do? You check out. You don't remain present there, and you get present on the golf course and practice the swing there.
I just see like this movie scene where everything just kind of like fades to black. And he's like opens his eyes and he's on the
he's at St. Andrews. He's at the Masters.
Yeah.
Then like 2 minutes goes by, his wife's like shaking him.
Yeah. Like, hey, we found one. All right, let's go.
I'm out of here. You got anything else? Any other places that you?
No. I'm kind of just constant throughout the day, to be honest.
Right. It's fluid.
I think I just have an anxiety of like, even when something's going right, like you think you're going to lose it, Like,
I would do that with my pitching motion all the time. I think it may have done more harm than good.
100%. Oh, it's detrimental. I can't stop though.
Yeah, no, it's like biting your nails. It's like
it's
a bad habit.
Yeah. You know what I'm bad about is I'll see something on Twitter of the guy take a swing. I'm like, why don't I do that? Then I
Yeah.
go fucking try it for 2 days. That's my fault. That's my biggest kryptonite.
Yeah, I mean, I can't fault you for that though, because you're on the same like athletic spectrum as these guys, like you're physically you're just as strong as them. When like so you're in that league. It's pretty frustrating when you see a non-athlete on the golf course with some rinky-dink fucking swing and he just kicks the shit out of you. Like
Yeah,
that's pretty embarrassing.
but see, I think I wish I had more of that to me. Like, just go play the game.
That's
You gotta
true.
be perfect. That guy's not thinking about anything but just kicking your ass.
That's like a David
competing.
Fletcher type
Right.
guy. Guy's just standing up there with a bat. He's got a 1950s batting stance.
Right, dude. By the way, his younger brother's in this league.
No
And
way. I know Dom.
He's pretty. Yeah, he's pretty good. But dude, he's very like he fouled a ball off, and he's a funny dude. Like,
Oh yeah, he's very animated.
he is really funny. He fouled a ball that was 10 feet over his head, and he looks at me. The umpire's throwing the ball out to the pitcher, and he goes, "How high was that?" And I go, "I don't even know how to fathom how to tell you how high that pitch was." And I go, "You must be a Fletcher," and he just starts laughing, dude, because he takes these crazy, like he's just got weird like barrel awareness, like
Mhm. Oh yeah.
like he'll just see a pitch and he's not looking for it, but he's like, I can put a barrel on that, and slap it. But no, he's definitely a Fletcher. I don't know what their dad was flicking at them growing up, but they have some crazy tendencies.
They have a home gym, so they've been lifting since age 4.
Yeah.
And
He is yoked up.
Yeah. So they've been.
How do you know them?
Dom played with the Puff Caps one year that I was like, I may have been around because I got Tommy John or something like that. But I went to a few of their games. I met Dom a bunch of times. He's really good. Like I said, they would do the classic drills in the garage of the bottle caps, all that stuff. I mean, that's kind of what breeds the bat to ball skills.
My kid's gonna be doing that. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
we'll be playing
100%.
ball.
You got any other interesting stories that have happened so far in this first half of the season? I don't mean to just put you on the spot.
No, dude. You know what the problem is I always, you hear like these ex-major leaguers telling like their favorite stories, and I'm like, dude, whenever somebody asks me that question, I can't think of anything, but like all these wonderful things always happen. And even when those things happen, I'm like, there's my story, and I never remember.
1,000,000% with you. And two, like I think I think too hard. I'm like, and there's some stuff that it's like I don't know if I say it on like here on this show. I mean, I'll say a lot.
Right.
So I mean, I definitely could just tell story. It's not on the field. None of it's on the field. It's all of it is going out with the teammates. Something that
stuff.
There was the one time, Jesus Christ. So we were in rookie ball and we had in the AZL, you have every, what was it, fourth day off.
Mm-hmm.
So we had an off day the next day. We were going to drink in the apartments. And so it's like 11:30 midnight at this point. That's what time you would drink or get back from the game, from the field.
Right.
Went up there across the apartment complex, and he's on, I believe it's the second floor. And we see this guy staring down at us from like the corridor hallway. Like, all right, whatever. That's kind of weird. Went up the stairs, and our teammates' apartment is across this little corridor hallway, and then there's 2 apartments right here. This is my buddy's. This is the guy that was staring at us. Well, the guy that was staring at us is now in the middle of this hallway, staring directly at us over here on the other side with a machete in his hand. Just a machete. His machete in his hand.
What?
Yeah. And I'm like, excuse me, like, what the fuck? Is this it? Is this how This is really how it's going to go down. Like, I've lived a pretty good life. But this guy's a machete. He's asking us, and then he asks us, did you guys try to break into my house? And we have beer in our hands. We're just hanging out, like just harmless kids. Did you guys break into my house? No, we did not break into your house, sir. He's like, well, someone tried to break into my house. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. You have a machete in your hands. Please don't chop me up. None of us tried to break into your house. We're going to our friend's house here. We're trying to have a good time. Turns out it was our video guy accidentally like tried to open the wrong apartment. And this guy was like, so then he knocks on our door again, still with his machete in hand. He's like, which one of you guys tried to break into my house? And we're like, dude, this was a mistake. My friend.
Did you open the door?
Yeah, we opened the door. This guy has a machete. He's like, you guys are lucky I didn't get my gun. And we're like, dude, no one is trying to break into your house, harm you, harm your family. My buddy jumps in. He's like, you can't talk to me waving that sword around. He's like, you can't just talk to me waving that machete around. Finally, we quelled the situation and we had a good time. But nonetheless, that is like when someone asks me about the minor leagues, I'm like, yeah, I just think back to the guy that had just a machete in the hallway.
Dude, oh my God. How have I never heard that? That is nuts.
I don't know. It was fucked up.
That is nuts.
Yeah, Arizona's wild.
Whoa.
That's why I don't fuck with road rage here either. Like, probably shouldn't fuck with road rage anytime.
No, in open carry states.
Oh, dude, Texas, same way. Like, you say anything to anyone, they could just shoot you legally.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's not ideal.
It's like 25 to life for jaywalking in Texas.
Yeah, but you could just
see ya one time.
Yeah. Dude, I'm rattled about your story.
The machete story? Yeah, the guy just said, you're lucky I didn't get my gun. I'm more afraid of a machete than a gun.
Dude, 100%. Yeah.
Depends what type of gun.
More intimidating, but like, I mean, from a distance.
It's just like aesthetically speaking, if you have a machete as opposed to just, I don't know, just your average.
Someone with a machete is way more prepared to use it than somebody with a gun.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Especially if it's just like a normal handgun. Like, obviously, if he's got like a full-on musket bayonet, I'm like, this is pretty.
This guy's for real.
This guy's badass. Yeah.
Dude, that reminds me. This year, we were on the road, Amarillo, Texas, and one of our players, or two of our guys, they were roommates on the road, and they were talking about how all this weird stuff was happening in their hotel. Like, they were joking around how they had ghosts, blah blah blah, and like they'd come back and their drawers would be open, like just completely like over and over, like just cabinets were open. Like, it was like one of those extended stay hotels we were staying at, so there's like a sink. Dude, and then this one kid starts telling a story about his like ex-girlfriend in high school, and dude, this crazy ghost story. Crazy. And we're like, bro, he's in your, like, how this ghost was following him.
His ex-girlfriend was the ghost?
No. Like it was basically like what's that ghost with Paranormal Activity? How like this ghost kind of like followed the women in her family for generations to get the firstborn son, and it just kept being daughters and daughters and daughters. And like the grandma of this girl lives on like a devil worshiping Indian reservation. And like, dude, I have goosebumps. This story is bad shit.
That's one of the other things that I miss a lot about baseball, are just like the late night. Sometimes you get in that mood. There's like a group of like 6 of you guys, and you just start telling ghost stories, and then you believe all of them. You believe every single
No. But I've never heard one like this.
I'm sure you're gonna hear a few more too.
Dude, no. This one is.
Do you think this one, out of all the ones, is the most true?
100%.
Like,
it's true.
How much of a believer in ghosts were you before this?
I'm a big like conspiracy, aliens, ghosts kind of guy. Um, but yeah, dude, I don't even want to tell it because apparently every time he tells it, like the ghost, like
He hears.
basically, I'll tell you
She
this.
hears.
I'll tell you.
No, don't like if you're gonna fuck me, dude. I don't want to hear. I don't want to be dragged into this guy's business.
The problem. Every time since they broke up since high school, every time he's told the story, she has either texted him out of the blue saying, "Stop talking about him. He doesn't like that."
What
or he's woke up covered in scratches.
Dude, I have fucking chills right now.
Yes, dude. And that's not even like, oh.
That's not even the half of it.
No.
So wait, if you were to tell, would the ghost find out?
No. Because I've never come in like contact with him, I don't think. And I don't have anything bad to say about him.
I don't have shit too bad to say. This sounds like a badass of a ghost. Like just an absolute,
the coolest,
like one of the
ever.
goats.
Yeah. Well, I think it's actually like a demon. Like,
well, this demon sounds like this is like not to be fucked with at all.
No, dude, it's wild.
Oh my God. I had chills.
And he's telling this on the bus and we're all like, get away from us. Like,
what? Yeah. So that night that guy got texted.
No, he didn't that night, but he did have some unexplained scratches.
He just got like one tiny little like mark.
Yeah.
So he wasn't. The demon wasn't that pissed off.
I don't know, man. Like the room was like weird shit was happening. Like he was talking in his sleep that night, like stuff like that.
Dude,
crazy.
What a way to end it. That decompression was awesome. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I love about decompression. Last week we started with shower beers. We ended with Vegas.
Ooh. You
a shower beer guy?
I've
never. You just
you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of like when somebody does something cool and like you douse them like in the shower, like throw them in the laundry cart. Yeah, baby powder, the whole shebang.
Yeah.
We did that for our manager this year for his first win. It's pretty cool.
You just dosed him in baby powder?
Fucking threw him over my shower and put him in the laundry cart and threw him in the shower and just crushed him.
See, that's a good story.
Yeah, right there. He's the best. But shower beer, occasional.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just kind of overrated.
Yeah, I think it's something people like they do for their image, but like
it's a clout thing.
Yeah, it's like I need this beer in the shower. Yeah, nobody says that.
It's something that you like Snapchat to your friends, like shower beer.
Yeah, dick big. Yeah.
On that note.
Anyways,
this was excellent. You did once again coming on short notice. We needed a spot start.
Always got you.
I think you gave us 7 solid innings.
Give you whatever you need, brother.
All right, man.
Yeah, no,
I'll let you go. Yeah, tell your roommate thanks for putting up with us.
Yeah, he's just been grinding the show on mute.
Is he going road to the show or what?
He's doing
listening to ghost stories.
Diamond Dynasty piece.
Okay.
We got some good show players on this team. Like
every team does.
One of our guys, Jonah Bride, he's like beats streamers and stuff. Do you play COD, by the way?
No, the most video games I play is PGA, and like I'll play but it's fun online.
Dude, let's run it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, there's this really fun like made up course that's like impossible. Like you'll shoot at like a 20 on every hole, and it's like you just race. It's a blast with like 4 people. He says, "Bless you."
Oh, thanks.
Me too. Bless you.
Waiting until it was over.
Bless you. Thank you. Yeah, he was holding that in the whole time.
What a beast. Yeah. There are courses like that people they make them impossible. It's like 1,000-yard par 5s. No, I love it. That game is it's like a mixture of a game, the graphics from like a modern game to a game from like the 1990s, where they
Yeah,
just throw the
it's-
animals in the middle of the course.
Mhm.
It's weird. It's weird.
I
I
wish,
love it though. It's
yeah,
fun.
I wish there was more of like the Tiger Woods in it where you could spin it.
I think they're gonna come like this was just a beta game that they came out with.
Oh, really?
So I think they're gonna make it a lot better in the coming years. At least I hope
Okay.
so. Because like as a
That's
beta
the
game,
two.
it's
Is that
fun.
the 2K PGA?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't play with any like golfers. You have to just play
know,
with your create.
it's
That's what I'm
terrible.
saying. It's great, but it's incredibly flawed game.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It was like they just threw it together, and it's like it's Jimmy John's. It's like bread, shit ton of mayo, and some meat and lettuce.
I had Ike's today. Ike's was fire. They
Ooh.
got Ike's in Scottsdale.
I love ice, and you get that candy apple lollipop.
It's caramel, and then you get to the
Yeah.
apple after enough lickage.
Throw it away.
Swallow it.
What?
All right, that's enough.
And then-
enough.
Yeah.
Thanks
Good
for yeah, great talk. Thanks again for the time.
Likewise.
We'll obviously be in touch.
Yeah. Anytime, brother.
All right, my guy. Good shit.
Peace.